Hello captains, this is Kent again and welcome to the flight show. So what we have today is really cool and really special because I just put a huge dent in my bank account because I have now invested in the RTX 2080 Ti video card for the computer, and this is actually going to be the first post that I make since I've gotten this card. I did do a video for the comparison of what it was like before I upgraded to when I upgraded, but that needs some more editing, and I really just wanted to get out and try this thing. So interestingly enough, I am trying it using that new aircraft that I purchased, the Carenado ATR 72 500 series, and they have just released an update which is version 1.2. Now the improvements are WindFlex, 3 new liveries, and there's one other thing that it's escaping me, but it wasn't sweeping changes. So I guess the system wasn't buggy. If there were things that wasn't working, it was because I wasn't doing it right. But I now have the version 1.2, and what I am doing is I am actually engaging in an approach on Orlando from Fort Lauderdale. So I'm not even doing the whole video of the whole flight. I just wanted to kind of do something really quick to give you an opportunity to see how the computer is running now that I have this new card. And I can tell you it's kind of like night and day in terms of the frame rates and the smoothness. Now what's interesting, which you'll see in the video that I do where we do a comparison, you will actually see that the frame rate numbers in some cases looked a little lower for whatever reason, and I think part of that is because I hadn't tweaked it right yet. But the interesting thing is, even though it looked like the frame rates were lower, it was actually visually smoother. And at the end of the day, you can't be always locked into the frame rates. You need to just, what looks good? What looks good, what looks smooth. And plus, the renderings looked more rich. And I'm hoping that the video that I show you will actually point that out. Now, is this going to be a video where I say, okay, go out and get you an RTX 2080 Ti? That is an expensive card. I am going to be the first. Sorry for the pause right there. That's the computer, not the video card. But I am not sitting here thinking everybody can just run out and get this card. It is expensive, and I'll be the first to admit it. Now, there are some options. I was in Best Buy and saw it and did, after a ton of investigating, I went ahead and said, okay, I'm going to do the and invest in this card. That being said, just checking my navs right now. That being said, I put a lot of research into it and a lot of thought, and because I really wanted to make quality videos for the video show, I felt like it's an investment because I'm now generating a little bit of revenue off the show. So this is a little bit of a business, so I'm going to write it off on my taxes because this is to generate revenue to at least to have the show finance itself. But that notwithstanding, it was a huge investment, but I do not have buyer's remorse. Sorry for the lockup. It'll unpause in just a second. It's a huge investment, and if you can save up for it or you have the money for it, I don't think you would be disappointed. This GPU really makes a difference. The card has 11 gigs of DDR6 memory, so it's the latest memory, and this particular model, it's by EVGA, is also slightly overclocked by the factory. So I really hope that the quality of the videos and the frame rates are going to be much better in the near future. And this is going to be one of our first tests because we are now doing our approach on Orlando. So we are now in our descent. We're descending to 3,000 feet. And what I'm going to do, since this particular approach is vectors, I'm going to go ahead and set our heading on at this point. Okay, and we're going to turn off our GPS and we're going to move to we're going to move to our VOR. So nav, not LNAV. We want heading on, but we want to turn off our LNAV. And let me zoom in here. It should be VOR at this point. No. Why are you not doing that? Oh, okay, let me go over here. I think I need to turn you off. I guess I was turning it on. And now we're going to put on VOR. But right now, we're going to do heading select until we intercept the VOR. Now we're good. Okay. So as soon as we set the VOR, we'll set it to the VOR and the lock on the VOR. Sorry, didn't mean to sound redundant. Okay, so now that we have that out of the way and we're almost at our approach altitude of 3,000 feet, so this should be good. Now I'm going to go ahead and idle our throttles so that we can reduce speed for our approach. Now, I also wanted to point out, if you may have noticed in some of my other videos, I have downloaded all of the regions for real turbulence. And real turbulence is to have more realistic effective air turbulence on your aircraft. There's real turbulence North America. It started off as a series of islands in Greece and then other holiday spots, but then they released these larger ones, which were Oceania, South America, and North America, and they released Antarctica and Africa for free. So this action that you see in the airplane, its instability, is what I believe is strongly due to the real turbulence, the turbulence effect on the aircraft. So, okay, we're almost on our final, so I'm looking to see the VOR alive. Looks like it's kicking in. Let's see. Should be any second now. If I did this right. Let's see. Let's zoom in here a little bit. Okay, we should see some motion. If not, then I'll just take control of the aircraft. But I don't think that's going to be necessary. At least I hope not. No, I'm not getting anything. Alright, so... Oh, there we go. Alright. There we go. Bring back our throttles. We're good. Gear is down. Let's see here. There we go. Should not have had that that bump there, but we were starting to stall because I wasn't paying attention. That was completely my mistake. My apologies. But we are going to correct. Alright. We're almost back on our glide slope. You can see it. Let me see if I can... Yeah, I guess that's good. It's right there. So we're getting back on the glide slope. We're a little to the left, so we will compensate and get everything under control. Need to trim a little bit. There we go. Alright, we're on the glide slope. Excellent. If it wasn't for that mess up, I'd say this is otherwise a nice approach. Okay. Scenery's all kicking in there. But what I used to have a huge problem with was as I approached the airport, where I would have nice frame rates otherwise, once I got towards the airport, there would be like this dramatic drop. And I'd be like, oh my gosh, otherwise making the video look bad. I don't really have that performance drop as I'm seeing right now. And I see part of that stuttering that used to be, it's like you were seeing the scenery being loaded into the scene. A lot of the scenery is being added as you're on the approach. Well, if it has to access the hard drive, you know, it takes away, it causes these stutters. And one place you really don't want to have those stutters is when you're landing. So, okay, full flaps. But right here, it loaded it in, but I did not see real performance impact. So that's wonderful. We are still on the glide slope. And by the way, right now I have full screen, and I have my screen across 3 monitors. I am only capturing the center monitor. So really, to have this frame rate over 3 monitors is incredible. Normally I would just reduce it to 1 since that's all I was videoing anyway, but I wanted to perform an experiment just to kind of see, you know, where it was. And okay, we got a little bit of stutter there, but other than that, that's fine. Okay, little high, gotta drop back down on the glide slope. Little high. Alright, we're back on it. A little more throttle because we're dropping a little low. There we go.
Minimal 200.
Alright.
100.
Nice flare.
50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Out. We'll be able to stop and take the next taxiway. Okay, we're going to exit here. Okay. So I still got a little tweaking to do. I want to see why all that scenery was loading at the last second. They should have done that like a little earlier. But other than that, I'm impressed to have it been that smooth with 3 screens and capturing. I might just do it in 1 single screen in the future, because that definitely boosts up the frame rate. But it's still incredibly smooth. I'm really happy with it. I'm excited to kind of get it tweaked in the future. I mean, if I only had the time to do this all day, but, you know, work duty calls. But I wanted to take this time on a Saturday to show you this, and I am really excited. So let's see. We're going to go ahead and let GSX handle some things. Let's see. We want G22, I think, is where I'm going to go. We'll just say American. Where, because that says 47, but where I am looking on my map of the airport here on my electronic flight bag, this is my gate right here, but I don't see the dude. But that's okay, we're just going to put it in here. And it says G21 on my... Oh, no. Okay, I see. It's an angle, so I'm almost right. Okay, my mistake. But that looks odd. Looks like the AFCAD is a little off. This is 43, and I don't even see a line for 42, so I'm just going to go ahead and put it here at 43 and call it good. And I see the pushback truck. He's tucked away behind somewhere. There's an AFCAD issue. I'll figure that out. Right now, I'm just happy to be here. Yeah, I see it's recessed into the building, so no worries. Let's see. Okay. Brakes. And cut throttle. And let's let out, where's my thing? Open the doors. Alright, there you go. Approach on Orlando International, not without its mistakes, but that's okay. We're going to get it together. Gave you an opportunity to see the animations and the aircraft for the ATR 72-500 series version 1.2. Really appreciate you tuning in. Looking forward to posting more videos with this new video card, and I look forward to seeing you in the friendly, or rather the virtual skies. Don't forget to like and subscribe, everybody. Have a good day.